My ex told everyone that she dodged a bullet when she left with my best friend. 3 years later, she showed up at my restaurant asking if I was still single. My ex-fiancé walked into my restaurant last Saturday night like she owned the place. She didn't recognize me standing at the host station because apparently success changes a person's posture. 3 years ago, I was a line cook at a chain restaurant barely making rent. Serena and I had been together for 4 years, engaged for 6 months. We'd planned our entire future together, saved for a wedding, talked about kids. I thought she was my forever person. Then came our engagement party. Halfway through the night, she clinked her glass and made an announcement. She wasn't going to marry me. She'd been seeing my best friend Tanner for almost a year, and they were moving to Miami together. She actually used the phrase, dodged a bullet, while looking directly at me in front of 47 guests, including my parents. I deserve someone with actual ambition, she said into the silence. Not someone who's going to flip burgers his whole life. Tanner didn't even apologize, just shrugged and said, sorry bro. She picked the better option. They left that night in his sports car. My mother cried for a week. My dad couldn't look at me. Friends slowly stopped calling because apparently I was too depressing to be around. I spent 3 months barely functioning, but something shifted around month 4. I started working doubles, took every extra shift available, saved obsessively, enrolled in culinary school at night while working days, graduated top of my class, got hired at a high-end restaurant downtown. I worked my way up to sous chef in 18 months. Then my uncle passed and left me an unexpected inheritance. Nothing massive, but enough. I took the leap and opened my own place, a small farm-to-table restaurant with 32 seats. Food critics found us within 6 months. We got written up in the city magazine. Reservations started booking 3 weeks out. I never posted about it online, never announced anything. I just kept my head down and worked. So when Serena walked in last Saturday with 2 girlfriends, she had no idea whose restaurant she'd entered. The hostess asked for her reservation name, and Serena gave it with that same confident tone I remembered. I stepped forward. I'll handle this table personally. Her face went through about 7 expressions in 2 seconds. Shock, confusion, recognition, more shock. Wait, you own this place? Welcome to Blackwood Kitchen, I said calmly. Your table is ready. Throughout dinner, I watched her constantly glancing toward the kitchen, toward me, toward the awards hanging on the wall. Her friends kept asking why she was acting so weird. She kept deflecting. After dessert, she asked to speak with me privately. We stepped into the small hallway near the restrooms. I had no idea you'd done all this, she started. This place is incredible. You're incredible. I waited. So I've been back in town for a few months now, she continued. Things with Tanner didn't exactly work out. He had some issues I didn't know about. Financial stuff, other women's stuff. It got ugly. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you seeing anyone? There it was. Serena, you stood in front of my entire family and called me a bullet you dodged. You announced you'd been sleeping with my best friend while wearing my grandmother's ring. You laughed when my mother started crying. Her face flushed. I was young and stupid. People change. They do, I agreed. I changed. I built this restaurant from nothing. I worked 90-hour weeks for 2 years straight. I earned every single thing in this room. I pulled out my phone and showed her a photo. Me and my girlfriend of 8 months, a pediatric nurse named Rosie, who'd wandered into the restaurant alone one Tuesday night and stayed until closing talking to me about everything and nothing. I'm very happy now, I said, and I genuinely hope you find that too, but it won't be with me. She stared at the photo for a long moment. She's pretty. She's kind. That matters more. Serena nodded slowly, something shifting behind her eyes. I really messed up, didn't I? You made a choice. Choices have consequences. That's just life. She paid her bill and left a generous tip. At the door, she turned back once, looking at the full dining room, the happy customers, the warm lighting, everything I'd built from the wreckage she'd left behind. I never saw her again. Rosie came by after closing that night with takeout from the Thai place I love. I told her about Serena's visit. How do you feel? She asked. I thought about it honestly. Nothing. I feel absolutely nothing. And that's when I knew I'd actually healed. Turns out the best revenge is genuinely moving on.